Hi students, myself Payal Christie and you can subscribe my channel on YouTube for more videos. And today we are going to continue with Standard 11th Commerce subject English, Chapter 3, Ranga's Marriage, written by Masti Venkatesha Iyengar, Part 2. So dear students, in first part we saw that the story Ranga's marriage is located in Hosahalli, a village in the former Mysore state, now a part of Karnataka. Now the writer tells about how was the Hosahalli village before 10 years ago, that the village did not have many people who knew English. The village accountant's son Ranga was the first one to be sent to Bangalore to study, and we know that Ranga is the main hero of this story. A decade ago, means 10 years before, the use of English language was not widespread in the narrator's village here. And after 10 years, the writer says that now many people, they know English language and they even go for the studies and they even go for their further studies in other cities as Ranga went, and now they even use English language. Now let's see further. What has happened is disgraceful, believe me. Now this is the incident the writer is sharing here, that is before 10 years. What incident has taken place. So the writer is telling that what has happened is disgraceful, believe me. The other day I was in Ramarao's house when they bought a bundle of firewood. So the other day the writer, he went in Ramarao's house. This is a new character. Now please remember, when they bought a bundle of firewood. Firewood means the sticks which are used to burn. Ramarao's son came out to pay for it, means they purchased the firewood, and now Ramarao's son, he came out to give money for it. He asked the woman, how much should I give you? Now Ramarao's son, he asked that woman how much money to be given. 4 pies, she said. Now she tells that 4 pies. The boy told her he did not have any change. So the boy replied that he did not have any change and asked her to come the next morning. So that boy, he didn't had any change. So he asked that woman to come next morning. The poor woman did not understand the English word change and went away muttering to herself. So now this poor woman, she did not understand this English word. What was the meaning of change? So she went away muttering to herself. That is to, we can say, grumbling to herself. I too did not know. So the writer said that he too also did not know what was the meaning of change. Later when I went to Ranga's house and asked him, I understood what it meant. So now this is later, means afterwards, when he went to Ranga's house and the writer, he asked about the meaning of change, then he understood what was the meaning. This priceless commodity, the English language, was not so widespread in our village a decade ago. Now this priceless means valuable commodity. Now the word commodity is used here for the English language, and that was not very widespread, means it was not used by many people in our village a decade ago. Decade ago means 10 years before. That was why Ranga's homecoming was a great event. Now we know that Ranga was the first boy who went for his further studies to Bangalore, and he was the one who knew English well. So his homecoming means after 6 months his coming back was a great event. People rushed to his doorstep announcing the accountant's son has come. So now people rushed to his doorstep and they started telling each and everyone that the accountant's son Ranga has come. The boy who had gone to Bangalore for his studies is here. So he went to Bangalore for his studies. Now he had come back in his village after 6 months. It seems and come. Ranga is here. It seems and they are calling everyone to see Ranga. Let's go and have a look. Attracted by the crowd, I too went and stood in the courtyard. So now all the people of Hosahalli village, they were going to visit Ranga. So the writer also went to see Ranga. I too went and stood in the courtyard and asked, why have all these people come? There is no performing monkey here. So now the writer goes there, and when he sees Ranga, he is asking to other people that why all people have gathered here. There is no performing monkey here. So some monkey performance is going on here. The writer asked this question to the people. A boy, a fellow without any brains. Now what is the meaning of without any brains? Means without any sense, said loud enough for everyone to hear. Now the boy, he gives the answer to the question asked by the writer, and he spoke very loudly that everyone heard it. What are you doing here then? Now he is questioning this thing to the writer, that we have come here to see Ranga. Now for what you have come here if the monkey show is not going on here? A youngster, he was a young boy, immature. He was not a very matured boy, and without any manners. He was mannerless. Thinking that all these things were now of the past, I kept quiet. Now all these things were past. Okay, so the writer kept quiet. Seeing so many people there, Ranga came out with a smile on his face. Now Ranga saw that so many people have come to meet him. So he had a great smile on his face. Had we all gone inside, the place would have turned into what people call the black hole of Calcutta. Now, so if all these people at present, they were standing in the courtyard. Now if these people, they would have gone into Ranga's house, into his room, then what would happen? It would be like the black hole of Calcutta. Now what is the meaning of black hole of Calcutta? It's a place where Britishers used to keep the prisoners. Means we know that it would be a very small room and lot of prisoners were kept. So the people, those who would be there in that room, that they would feel suffocation. Why? Because the room would be small and people would be more. So the same situation would arise in Ranga's house if all these people would have gone in his house. Thank God it did not, but this thing had not happened. Everyone was surprised to see that Ranga was the same as he had been 6 months ago. So everyone were very surprised to see that there was no change in Ranga. Even even after 6 months, Ranga was the same as he went from here. When he had first left our village. So he was the same when he first left the village. An old lady who was near him ran her hand over his chest. Now one old lady is there and she just moves her hand over Ranga's chest, looked into his eyes and said, the Janevara. Now what is the meaning of Janevara? The sacred thread worn by Brahmins. In Gujarati we say Janoi. So when she just hand over her hand on Ranga's chest, she told that still that sacred thread that is worn by Ranga, that is still there. He hasn't lost his caste, because we know that the Brahmins, they were Janoi, and Ranga also had Janoi on his chest. She went away soon after that. Ranga laughed once they realized that Ranga still had the same hands, legs, eyes and nose. The crowd melted away like a lump of sugar in a child's mouth. So when the people they were satisfied after seeing Ranga, and he was having the same hands, legs, eyes, nose and Janevara. So the crowd melted, means the crowd, they just dispersed, went away from there like a lump of sugar in a child's mouth. Means as soon as we put a lump of sugar in child's mouth, it just melts. In the same way, the crowd also melted away. I asked, how are you, Rangappa? So now the writer asked him, how was he? Is everything well with you? It was only then that Ranga noticed me. He came near me and did a namaskara respectfully, saying, I am all right with your blessings. Now he is just doing namaskara in a very respectful manner, and Ranga says that I am all right with your blessings. So he says this sentence to the Writer. I must draw your attention to this aspect of Ranga's character. Now the writer wants to draw our attention, means to bring a particular thing into our notice. What is that we will see? He knew when it would be to his advantage to talk to someone and rightly assessed people's worth. Means Ranga was very clever. He knew how much value to be given to which person. As for his namaskara to me, he did not do it like any present day boy with his head up towards the sun, standing stiff like a pole without joints, jerking his body as if it was either a wand or a walking stick. So there was a difference in the, we can say, the namaskara that was done by Ranga. So now the writer says that he had not respected me. He has not done the namaskara to me in how the present manner we do. We know that how we touch the feet of our elders, that is a present manner. But Ranga's manner was different to give respect to the writer. Nor did he merrily fold his hands. So he had not given respect to the writer in the manner that how we touch the feet of our elders in this modern time. And not even he folded his hands. He folded his hands to give me respect. He bent low to touch my feet. Okay, so how Ranga gave respect to the writer means he totally laid down his body on the ground and then he touched the writer's feet, and in this way he took blessings of the writer. May you get married soon, I said, blessing him. So the writer says that may you get married soon. After exchanging a few pleasantries, I left. Means after exchanging some comic talks, the writer left from there. That afternoon when I was resting, Ranga came to my house with a couple of oranges in his hand. Now the next afternoon, Ranga comes to visit the writer with a couple of oranges in his hand. A generous, considerate fellow. He was a very generous and a well-mannered fellow. It would be a fine thing to have him marry, settle down and be a service to the society, I thought. So seeing his behavior, the writer thought that this boy should get married, he should settle down and be the service to the society and do a good service to the society. For a while we talk about this and that. So for some time they are just simply talking with each other. Then I came to the point, Rangappa, when do you plan to get married? So now the writer straight away asked him that when are you planning to get married? I am not going to get married now, he said. Now he is giving the answer that I am not prepared or I have not made up my mind to get married now. Why not? I need to find the right girl. So when the writer is asking that why you don't want to get married, so he says that I am finding the right girl. I know an officer who got married only 6 months ago. Now Ranga is just discussing about an officer who got married only 6 months ago. He is about 30 and his wife is 25. I am told. Now I am told means this is the information that is given to Ranga by them, that the officer, he was 30 and his wife was about 25. They will be able to talk lovingly to each other. Why Ranga is telling this thing? Because there is not much age difference between them. So he is telling that they will be able to talk lovingly to each other. Let's say I married a very young girl. Now he is just telling that, let me give you an example, that if I marry to a very young girl, she may take my words spoken in love as words spoken in anger. So this girl, if she is not a very matured person, she will just take my words spoken in love as a word spoken in anger. Means if I'll speak angrily to her, she will just take it in the form of love. Recently, a troupe in Bangalore staged the play Shakuntala. Now what is the meaning of troupe? A group of artists or actors, and they have just staged a play Shakuntala. There is no question of Dushyanta falling in love with Shakuntala if she were young, like the present day's bride. So he is telling that there is no question, there won't be any question of Dushyanta falling in love with Shakuntala. But when if she were young like the present days brides, means we can say that she was not very much young. Okay, and this present day brides means nowadays we see that people, they don't see much age difference, they don't give importance to the age difference. So suppose if the boys, they are matured enough, the girl, if she is not matured, for example if the boy is of 28, the 18 years old girl also gets married with that boy. What would have happened to Kalidasa's play? Now if he says that if Dushyant would have fallen in love with Shakuntala, then what would have happened to Kalidasa's play? We know that it was written by Kalidas. If one gets married, it should be a girl who is mature. So the main purpose, what he wanted to tell here, that he wanted a girl who is very much matured. So that is only the thing he wanted to clear with the writer, that if one gets married, it should be a girl who is matured enough. Otherwise one should remain a bachelor. Bachelor means the one should not get married. That's why I am not marrying now, and he is telling that that is the reason I am not marrying now. Is there any other reason a man should marry a girl he admires? Now is there any other reason he is asking that a man should marry a girl he admires? What we have now are arranged marriages. Now Ranga is telling that what we have now, they are the arranged marriages. How one can admire a girl with milk stains on one side and her face and wetness on the other. So now here Ranga is comparing a girl, that how can we admire a girl, okay, with the milk stains on one side of her face. Now we have seen that small children, okay, they are not able to drink milk properly. So what will happen, there will be some drops seen on one side of the face, and the wetness means they are not able to drink water also properly. Small children, we know how is their face, that sometimes the milk is there on their face or sometimes water. So or so young that she doesn't even know how to bite her fingers, or some girls, they are not even matured enough and they don't even know how to bite their fingers. So here the immature girls Ranga has compared with the small children, means how the small children are, they are immature. In the same way, the girls with a very young age, those who are very young and gets married at the age of 18 or 19, they are compared with the immature girls. One a neem fruit and other a bitter gourd. So he is comparing this type of girls, one as a neem fruit and other as a bitter gourd. Exactly, Ranga said laughing. I was distressed that the boy who I thought would make a good husband has decided to remain a bachelor. Now listening, the writer listening to all this Ranga's views regarding marriage, he thought that this boy was very perfect to be married and he would become a very good husband, and that's why here the writer had decided to get Ranga married. After chatting for a little longer, Ranga left. So after chatting, discussing about all these things, Ranga left. I made up my mind right then. So the writer said that I made up my mind. Made up my mind means I decided then that I would get him married. Now he decided that I would get Ranga married. Ramarao's niece, a pretty girl of 11, now he also finds an appropriate partner for Ranga, and he immediately remembers a girl who is Ramarao's niece, a pretty girl of 11, had come to stay with him, means she has come to stay at Ramarao's house. She was from a big town. Now this girl priorly was from a big town, so she knew how to play the veena and the harmonium. So she even knew how to play veena and harmonium, and we can even say that she had come from a very big town. So this girl may be matured enough. She also had a sweet voice. Now she also had a very sweet voice, means She was also fond of singing. Both her parents had died and her uncle had brought her home. So now both her parents had died, and that's why Ramarao had brought this pretty girl at her home. Ranga was just the boy for her, means Ranga was the appropriate boy for this girl, and she the most suitable bride for him, and she would be the most suitable wife, the life partner for Ranga. So here our second part gets over, and we shall continue the remaining chapter in our third session. Till then, bye and have a nice day.